Welcome back. All right, news of the day video for all you fine people on the internet for your Monday, October the 21st. Starting at the top of the board with Seamus Casey. Seamus Casey has been sent down to Utica of the AHL. New Jersey making this move. A bit of a surprise maybe, but he is a rookie. They've called up Missul from Utica. Also going down to Utica with Casey will be Adam Beckman. He was on the IR before the season got started, so they waived him yesterday. He clears waivers today. Goes down to Utica, so he's taken off the IR, and he'll be playing for the Comets soon. Matthew Highmore's on waivers for the Ottawa Senators. He's the only one on waivers today. I would be very surprised if he doesn't clear. Highmore's been a good fourth liner at points in time during his career, but again, he's a player who's pretty good in the AHL, and he can fill in the NHL here and there. So all the best to Highmore. Gauthier was waived yesterday by the New York Islanders, was not claimed today, so he goes down to the AHL as well, while Islander fans wait on news about Anthony Duclair. The latest on this is that they're doing further testing today. We should have a timeline tomorrow on how long Duclair is going to be out. Hopefully Duclair's not out for that long. The one thing that's being said is it's going to be a long-term injury in all likelihood, but should not be season-ending. Duclair, of course, picked up in the offseason by the Islanders as a free agent, and they were counting on him for top six production this season. We'll see if this opens Lou Lamoriello up to the possibility of a trade, or we'll see who jumps into that spot that was being occupied by Duclair. And if another scoring star emerges for the New York Islanders, we shall see. The Edmonton Oilers have signed their first-round draft pick, Sam O'Reilly, who's a first-round draft pick this past June. He signs his entry-level contract, so that's good news for Oiler fans, and of course for O'Reilly, as another first-rounder from this past draft gets signed to a contract. Macklin Celebrini, any hope he might play over the next little while here has been pushed aside. He'll be reevaluated in 2 weeks. So he's out for at least the next 2 weeks. And reevaluated means maybe he comes back at that point and maybe not. So he's dealing with a lower body injury that he suffered in that first game where he had a goal and an assist. And now we're waiting for him to return. But he's going to be out for another couple of weeks. One thing to keep in mind is that if he misses enough games, it's going to make it hard for him to win the Calder Trophy. It does happen where a player who misses a lot of games ends up winning the Calder, but not often. And so with some of the rookies that we have this year, Michkov in Philadelphia comes to mind, maybe Celebrini doesn't end up winning the Calder, which is not the point right now. The point is to get him healthy. So, yeah, next couple of weeks, San Jose likely to struggle. They're still winless on the season. They and the Nashville Predators, the only two winless teams left in the NHL. And San Jose wants to get that changed. We'll see if they can do that tomorrow night. Pacioretty's going to be in the lineup tonight for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Ryan Reeves comes out. I've seen some people questioning how you could scratch Pacioretty and leave Reeves in the lineup. Reeves obviously plays a very different game than Pacioretty. Pacioretty, maybe they don't view him as being as useful in that bottom six role as Reeves. Either way, tonight we see Pacioretty go in and we see Reeves come out. And then depending on what happens tonight, we'll see what they do tomorrow. Because, of course, tomorrow everybody's playing. And there's been a lot of talk about the 32 teams, the Frozen Frenzy and all that stuff. The NHL really does pump it up. But I will agree with people, doing it on a Tuesday is weird. Because by the time it starts, for a lot of people on the East Coast, well, it's already 6 o'clock. So those games end at, 8:30, 9 o'clock, 9:30. You're probably not going to stay up until that last game's done. And so, yeah, it's weird the way they schedule this. But the NHL loves their gimmicks and all that. So they can't schedule it on the weekend because ESPN's schedule, they have college football on Saturdays. So Saturday would be the perfect day to do this. I will agree with people there. You could start it at 10 a.m. in the morning and run it right through till 7 at night, which they usually do on Saturdays anyways, but obviously they don't have the gimmick that they've got going here. And I think they like the idea of all the games going on at the same time, so you're guaranteed to have goals and everything to look at for the whole night. So we'll see how all of that turns out. Now, back to Toronto news, of course. Woll could play tomorrow against Columbus. Stolarz is in. Woll is a maybe for tomorrow, according to Craig Berube. So we'll see whether or not he gets in the lineup there. Your 3 stars of the week. Sam Reinhart in 4 games for Florida this week. 4 goals, 5 assists, 9 points. He had a very, very strong week. He's your first star. Artemi Panarin of the New York Rangers played 3 games. He had 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 points, so a really strong week for Panarin. Great start to the season for him. Remember, he was on 49 goals at the end of the season, so maybe he wants to get those 50 goals early this year. Get him in the first 50 games, and you don't have to worry so much the rest of the way. And the third star is Philip Gustafson of the Minnesota Wild. He went 2-0 this past week. He, of course, scored a goal, which helps him get into those 3 stars, as well as his .962 save percentage. So if Gustafson keeps playing that way, Minnesota's going to be a dangerous team. Goaltending kind of let him down this past season, so this season it looks like so far the goaltending's been really strong. Craig Conroy confirming what was reported just a few days back about the Calgary Flames. They have interest in adding a center. They feel like they've had some lack of depth down the middle since trading Lindholm. Lindholm, of course, was a pending unrestricted free agent, so they had to trade him. Craig Conroy also mentioning that the price to add a center is really high right now. So they are wanting to add another center. They weren't happy that they lost Schwint on waivers either, so their depth chart definitely took a hit there. So they're looking for some help down the middle. Veteran player in that age range they're looking for, guys in their prime. They are hard to find without having to give up a lot. So let me know your thoughts on the Calgary Flames. And of course, they've had a strong start. It does look like Conroy wants to add to the team to help boost them a little bit with the good start they've had as opposed to the slow start that was expected. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Craig Conroy does and how long the Flames can stay competitive like this and look good like this, because it was not expected, but it's been entertaining. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe in the event you've not done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support as always. I will talk to you again soon.